PostAndDeletes. SeanG versus GeneDale. It's heating up. We got Wack 100 and his girlfriend RAnnB dissed, okay, by Adam22. He violates them on NoJumper by bringing in SeanG and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with SeanG. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to SeanG. He, you know what I mean? He putting on for where he from. So shout out to him. But I don't know. Maybe he was a little saucy on the interview. He bugging, yo, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, man. He bugging. Oh, man. Be like, yo, SeanG, take off them glasses. Let's see what your eyes look like, bro. If you didn't feel that, you a liar. SeanG, take off those glasses and let us see what your eyes look like for a second, homie. He bugging, oh, man. Oh, man. Sound like Macho Man 2025. But listen to me, though. Listen to me. It's going down. It's going down. I do want to take a listen into both GeneDale and SeanG because I didn't even understand. I didn't even know that this was going on. Honestly, I just seen a video go by me, which led me down a rabbit hole real quick. And then I started to see, because the first video I actually saw was SeanG's video. And I seen him like cooking on Gene. I'm like, Sean, you cooking? I seen him with roach sprays in his hand and all type of, hey, the pharmacy. I said, what happened with SeanG? Then I went to GeneDale, and I think somebody clipped it. Shout out to YouTube, because you know you can never find nothing on YouTube, you know what I mean? Shout out to us for being the most worst artists on earth, because somebody clipped it and got me right to the part. I was like, GeneDale, SeanG. And when I went there, I seen GeneDale had, I don't know if somebody sent him this clip or something, but he had some clip that he was talking about of SeanG, so I can understand. Maybe that's where it comes from. I'm guessing, because it seems like that happened a couple days ago, and it seems like Sean been on a full smokes for a couple of days now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting one and one to make two. But, you know what I mean? If y'all do know something else that's been going on besides that, then let me know where this just jumped out the window from, because I didn't see this going on from both sides. So, yeah, we got Diddy's PostAndDelete. You know what I mean? He, was it a real post? Was it really Diddy? I did see some eye emojis go up, though. I did see some eye emojis go up. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What I do know is that Diddy bust a Rico on the head. He damn sure beat a ex-trafficking. And those things, you usually don't beat them. You know what I'm saying? You usually don't beat them. I mean, it just seems like the jury just didn't feel there was enough evidence beyond a reasonable doubt to convict on that. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that some of the jury members did not believe that. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe some of them, or maybe a lot of them did. But, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's about everybody in agreement on each count. I don't think Diddy should be posting and deleting. I don't think he should be posting at all. If he's posting anything, I think that Diddy should be posting things that's positive stuff, affirmation type of deals. You know what I mean? I don't think he should post at all. I think he should stay away from social media, keep his head low, do what he has to do, especially gearing up for the sentencing on October 3rd. You know what I mean? You don't want to come out here with no spectacles. You don't even want your kids to have no bad press right now. They need to keep their heads low right now. The kids, the family. You don't want no light, man. Head low till no October, homie. Everybody chilling. This is the type of vibe, bro. Because every little thing is just bad press. It's just bad press. You feel me? Being at the trial every day, you know what I mean? Because I was there every day of the trial, from jury selection all the way to the verdict and after. And, you know, in the very, very beginning, the family, like the kids especially, they weren't like, you know what I mean, talking to nobody or nothing like that. And, but, you know, after one point, it happened from a girl named Bree. She's a content creator from TikTok. And Bree ran up to Justin and asked Justin for a hug and ended up giving Justin a kiss. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy. I'm like, yo, Bree, yo, that. So she went, gave Justin a kiss. This was funny. I caught the shit on video too. Everybody was there, but I caught it. You know what I'm saying? So I caught the moment. But to me, the moment was a real moment because I've been there every single day. You know what I'm saying? The family go inside. They've been really stoked just going inside and shit like that. But this one day, I saw Justin smile, right? Because I got it on the video. It's on my short, right? But not just Justin, because Justin's Justin, right? King really don't smile a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever been, I'm from New York City. I've been out, son. I do music myself, son. I'll be outside, son. Not it's even about music, bro. I'm just outside. But you know what I'm saying? I've seen him, son. He's not like that. Depending on I mean, he's one of those kinds of people. To me, it depends on the situation that you're around and the people that you're around. But he don't seem like one of them people that's just smiling for no reason, just to be smiling. You know what I mean? He just doesn't. He just doesn't give me that vibe. I'm telling you, he moves like, I was telling you, he moved like Diddy and and like 9-3. He jumping like that. He like don't care. He like just don't care. You know what I'm saying? He most definitely like just don't care. So you know, to see him smile as well, it was a moment too. You know what I'm saying? And after that moment, we began to see the family. We began to see the family. What happened to my camera? We began to see. Can y'all still hear me? We began to see the family start to show some more. You know what I mean? The kids I'm talking about. They began to, you know what I mean, interact, smile, talk to the people more, and things like that. And I think that some of those things helped to, you know, get some good attention and some good press for their family. You know what I'm saying? Whether they was doing it because they wanted to, or whether they was doing it because, okay, hold on, I'm gonna try to fix it right now. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? As long as you get me. Right? So, you know what I mean? I don't know. With that, it was like kind of crazy, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just think the family, everybody needs to be low right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Diddy sentencing is on the way. Some people thinking that Diddy gonna get something low, like a 2 years or something like that. Me personally, I don't think that. I don't believe that. I really, really don't. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, I'm gonna salute y'all in a second. Look, you heard me? But word, son, gangster. Let's say what up. You know what I mean? Word. I don't think that personally, son. Because if the judge, think about it, bro. If you ever been locked up for anything, I don't care if it's something small, bro. This is something big. So I'm not saying compare what you've been locked up to something small to something big. I'm just saying though. Think about it though, right? The judge don't even want to give you a bail, right? If he was gonna give you something lenient or something like that, why would you be moving so strong and so hard like that, right? Why are you moving? Pause. But why is you moving like that, bro? Because you're moving like y'all kind of like want to put lights out, like y'all want to hold on to me like I'm this real detriment to the community. That's how you're moving with me, okay? You have to factor that in, bro. Likes up. Everybody hit the likes. I even put my Dawn in. What up? My nigga Dawn in the building. Listen, hold up. Let me get my poll in here, man. Let me get my poll in here. Hold up. This is a question, son. This is a question. I want to know, I want to know, this is the first question I'm going to ask y'all. Are you satisfied, right? Are you satisfied? I got to fix this camera. Hold on. Are you satisfied with the outcome so far of the Diddy trial? If you're not, you're not. If you are, you are. Okay? We're not talking about sentencing. We're not talking about sentencing. Sentence ain't happened yet. So we can't go there because it ain't happened yet. You feel me? All we can know is what we got as a trial till the verdict. Period. Whether we agree on it or whether we don't agree on it. Don't matter. It happened, and we just need to understand how do we feel about this part alone. Are you satisfied with the outcome of how these counts went? Him being acquitted of the more serious charges, top 3, and being convicted on the 2 lesser, which aren't really less charges because it's all federal charges, but it's the lesser of all of the counts that he was up against. You know what I mean? So are you satisfied with that? This is like a quick 5-minute poll. It's nothing crazy, all right? Quick 5-minute poll, nothing crazy. We ain't even gonna get it, you know what I mean? We ain't even gonna get it like that. You know what I'm saying? 5-minute poll. 5-minute poll. Everybody hit the poll on my great granny. What the fuck wrong with y'all? Everybody hit the poll or granny. I do want to pull up some of this. I do want to pull up some of this SeanG and this GeneDale thing. You know what I mean? 'Cause I was listening to it. I've heard some of this. So I could talk on it. You know what I mean? At least some of the parts of the elements. At least I don't know. You know what I mean? It seems like, and quote me if I'm wrong on this, but it seems that GeneDale had a clip that he played. I don't know if it started from this because they could have been trading back and forths in their videos, and I didn't know this, so I don't know. But I did see GeneDale post a video So I don't know which one's is first, of SeanG. Saying, and SeanG in the video was saying like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Puff is the king of New York, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, whoever, you could talk about whoever you want, man. Snoop, he the king, or the rap game or something like that. Like you could say Biggie, you could say Snoop Dogg, you say whoever, you know what I mean? He's the king or whatever, whatever. That's what SeanG, this is his own opinion. So I don't know why people mad at people for their own opinion. But whatever he was saying in the video, SeanG, it was SeanG's opinion. You know what I mean? He was saying that Puffy's the king or whatever, whatever, whatever. But then GeneDale came in to say, you see what I'm saying? Like these people are being paid, and you know what I'm saying? Like these people is, like I'm saying, like you knew that this was gonna be, and people are being paid and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen SeanG going at Gene. You know what I'm saying? He in a pharmacy. He yo, bro, it's funny shit, man. He in a pharmacy talking about road spray, talking about Gene diabetes and his cholesterol types of shit. Whatever the case may be with this, you know what I'm saying? Who knows how far this is gonna go? I have heard for a while though that everybody been talking about, everybody get the likes up, everybody hit the poll, right? I have heard, you know what I'm saying, that you know, people have been talking about people being paid, you know what I'm saying, as far as people that was on Diddy support. I don't know. If it was, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think that was true. I mean, just me personally, I don't believe that to be the truth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, I went up there with a couple of thousand subscribers, bro. I ain't know nobody up that motherfucker. Gangster, nigga. Just being myself, just being me. You know what I'm saying? And the family close to me, or at least the moms or whoever the fuck out there. Everybody out there, whoever. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't paid. I'm only paid by Jesus and God for me. But motherfucker didn't pay me enough. Straight. And my grandmother already told me every dollar's not a good dollar, so I keep telling y'all about it. So I already know life. So that's not my thing. But nah, I just think that's a narrative that's being pushed out there. I don't think any of the Diddy people were being paid. You know what I mean? The Diddy people were there as Diddy supporters. You know what I'm saying? You know, SeanG's side, I didn't know where he lied on it, but where he lied, what side of the fence he lied on the case. Until he starts talking about the case, and then we see what side he lied on. But I didn't know him to be, or anybody to be like for Diddy supporters when we came there. You know what I'm saying? But his content shows that that's what he was seeing. You know what I'm saying? To me, like the real Diddy supporters there was like African Diddy, Charlucci Finney, of course. You know what I'm saying? I met African Diddy on the first day, and you know what I'm saying? I met Charlucci too. You know what I'm saying? Probably on the same day or the next day after. Yeah, no, I think the same day, first day of jury selection, I think. You know, and for me, you know what I'm saying? I went to the trial with a bias, and I always tell you that. You know what I mean? And I still have the bias. But just because I have my bias, that didn't mean that I couldn't give this case a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? And just because I had a bias doesn't mean that I had to treat Diddy's family bad or his mother bad. You know what I mean? Because I'll never do that to any of your mothers or any of your grandmothers, your kids, regardless of how I feel about you as a person. Anybody on earth I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me as a person. But I think that was a narrative that was pushed out there. You know what I'm saying? I think it was probably kind of pushed out there through Tisa Tells and things like that. You know, she probably could have felt that. You know what I mean? She probably could have felt attacked and felt that it was like that on her aspect. Some people may even think that Tisa was probably paid. To me personally, I don't think that any of these people were paid. I don't think Tisa was paid. I don't think SeanG was paid. I don't think anybody there, bro. I'm telling you, son. I don't think anybody there was paid, bro. You know what I mean? Just me. I think that people's motivations or people's, you know what I mean, how they felt about certain shit just aligned. I think a lot of people's things just aligned, bro. And people were using people probably to push each other's narratives or things like that. You know what I mean? So sometimes we only think about money, but there is more important things than money. So me, I don't look at money. Money is just a surface level thing. I like to go under the water. You know what I'm saying? So when I look under the water, that's what I see. So it's more about people's motivations, intentions, and things like that, and they align them with certain big stream media platforms and stuff like that. So in turn, they were used by the media platforms, and they was using the platforms as well to get their thing out and to get their name out, to get the, you know what I mean? So this is what is a bunch of using going on, and you know what I mean, in the name of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? In the name of Diddy, homie. So whether they like him or not, you know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. That's what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, son. Trust me. I don't really speak on things. I don't really care, but trust me to be the truth. Trust me. Wack 100 though. Hold up, we're gonna get back to Diddy. Wack 100 though. Wack 100. Nah, son. Wack and Adam. Adam has violated Wack 100 though. Okay? He has violated him. Now, Wack obviously finally sees how it is when people's running content on you now and your situation, and he's up there, and you can't believe when I hear Wack up there talking about, no, man, but yo, come on, man, I ain't gonna run it. I stopped after the day. Wack is probably making a lot of true points against Adam. I'm not gonna say that Wack's not, son. You listen, bro, it's hard, son. Look, a broke clock, right? At least once. This nigga got one, I think. Because Wack was making points, but every time he tried to make a point, Adam shot him down. And they said, hold up, boy. Yo, son, whoa, here. Yo, son, he was talking to him like a little kid, son. I couldn't believe he was letting him little boy him like that, bro. I could not believe this. He was letting that man little boy him, bro. I couldn't believe it, bro. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it, son. But you see that now, what Wack has shown, though, is that he has an Achilles heel. And his Achilles heel is R&B. Most men, Achilles heel is going to be their woman, though. So it's not like he has something special that, or some special, chink in his armor that most men wouldn't have unless you're really strong within yourself and, things like that, right? But it just shows that out of all the things he talk about, who, he going off on who, it goes to show you what people is going to start to attack now. People is going to start to attack R&B, knowing that this affects Wack 100, knowing that this is going to get under his skin, knowing, trust me, this is what they about to do, son. This is what they about to do, bro. They about to use that to get him. Because everybody been trying everything on Wack, bro. I'm telling you, son, Wack, he's like a loser, bro. He slips out every single time, son. Every time he finds a way to slip, son. Every way, every day. I'm surprised Tiny Draws, AKA Lil Lucifer, got a chance to put hands on. Straight. So right now, Tiny Lucifer is the man, bro. He's the only person that got hands on a Wack 100, homie. You understand what I'm saying to you, bro? He's the only person, bro. The only one. The only one. Okay? The only one that got hands on a Wack, homie. Straight, son. And Wack almost got up out the building. I told y'all niggas Wack had happy feet. Allegedly. Some lokes told me. I'm gonna hold you. Paru, some Crips told me. Paru. But look, straight. And Wack is elusive, son. Wack is elusive. Trust me, son. Trust me. But it just shows, man, Wack, I'm saying, like, Wack is smart though, bro. If people think Wack is not smart, he is. He is smart, son. He's smart enough to live as long as he's lived. He's smart enough to beat through all the shit that people is alleging against this nigga. And this nigga's still here talking shit and still around. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit. It's crazy, right? When you go back Main Street, slow types of shit. This nigga's involved with straight big wig, big wild shit. With wigs and not no little shit, no little peoples. Anything this nigga's involved with is some big shit, some big wigs, some big shit then happen, some more wild conspiracy shit. Straight. Okay? Yet he always shakes out the realms. Don't know. For you to be in that deep, so thick in the game, bro, and your name being yang, yang, yang all through the... I don't know, bro. I don't know. So when it comes to Wack, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know he's smart, bro. I know he's smart. You know what I'm saying? How smart? That's to be determined. But I know a lot of times, his little competition who he's going against, he's smarter than them. Straight. Because somehow, some way, the situation always works in his favor, and it never goes in yours. And usually the people that get with Wack 100 don't like him from the beginning, and they only get around him for money. Always for money, bro. Because the people usually don't like him. Go back to anybody. Loose Cannon, whoever. People like, I'm staying away from Wack. Even if you don't like him personally, you always had this vibe, like, I'm just going to chill off Wack. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up dealing with him, and then a month or weeks later, you end up cursing him out. It always works like that with every content creator, anybody I've seen. Everybody, bro. Who is still around Wack like that? I'm saying, like who? Tell me who, bro. I'm not talking about the 100 side. Like that's the most people that's loyal to him, son. It's the 100 side, son. It's the most loyal people to him is the 100 side, bro. It's it, son. Straight. Like, now he got his girl, so whatever. But Loose Cannon was riding with this nigga, bro. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, son. Nobody was riding like Loose Cannon was riding for the nigga. Straight. No matter what he want to say about Loose, bro. That's why he can even fix his lines to literally talk about Loose. To me personally. To me personally, bro. You know what I'm saying, son? At the end of the day, that nigga seen something and popped that bottle for you. On Jay Reed, them niggas. He popped that bottle, nigga. Them niggas ain't come for no Loose Cannon, nigga. They came for Wack 100, son. Adam said it. They came for you, bro. Those were your friends, bro. They came for you, Wack. Adam said that. Loose said it. Loose said they came for Wack too. Everybody know they came for Wack. They ain't come for no Jay Reed. Them said it. They came for Wack 100. Ain't nobody come for no Loose Cannon. And Loose, you could go deeper. Loose Cannon even said he was the one that was supposed to be doing the deal with Dash, and he said something had happened or whatever was happening was something, and he stepped back and said, you know what, Wack, you deal with it. That's how deep that could go. That Loose also said that. But you can't put those together. People never put those two together. No, they never did. But I did, long time ago. Come on, son. Loose said that, son. He said, listen, the Dodge deal was really for me. They were trying to do some business with me, actually. But it's something I was like, you know what? Let Wack do the business with them, and I'll just do the deal with Wack, so I won't have to be tied to nobody like that. That's what Loose Cannon said out his mouth, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Call anybody who on his side, nigga, whatever, nigga. Call him himself, nigga, and ask him if he said that, nigga. And ask him why he said that. Now to show you his intention, that what the fuck, nigga, and them niggas popped up there, what? They ain't come up there to see him. They ain't come up there to see him. So that means he was just holding it down. Wack is wild. Wack is wild. Lord, salute. My damn mic fell out, all types of shit. The fuck? Did I break the motherfucker? God damn. Shit, that shit dropped hard than a motherfucker. Hope I didn't. Damn, that shit cracked, bro. God, Jesus. God, Jesus. Hold on, I gotta fix this shit. I ain't fixing this shit right now. Fuck that. I ain't got the time, homie. Let me see if y'all satisfied with the outcome. Let me see if y'all satisfied with the damn outcome. Let me see if you're satisfied with the month. Yeah, though, man. Wack threw Loose under the bus, bruh. It was nasty work. It was nasty work, you know what I mean? After he used him to do what he needed him to do, he threw him under the bus, you know what I mean? When it comes to Wack 100, Loose Cannon, and 1200 to 600, when it comes to all three of them, son, you know what I mean? It's foul what they did, regardless of what, son. You know what I'm saying? They three single-handedly pushed for Big U to get all kinds of charges, bro. You know what I mean? And there's nothing street about that. And they can never argue that. They can never argue me that. They can never argue nobody that, bro. You know what I mean? It's not an argument, bro. It's just real life shit. And to me, I think they did that because they didn't have a choice. I think they were scared. I think Loose, Wack, and 600 was scared of Big U. And that's why they did that to him, son. That's why they did that, bro. They went on a years-long pushing to snitch on him, bro. A years long, bro. It's nasty work. Yep. Nah, I don't know what's the deal with them two, bro. I don't know. That shit sprung out of the water. Out of the water. I mean, I ain't know what was going on with the I just seen a video like I think earlier or some shit. It's not like yesterday, last night or some dumb shit, like this morning or something. So I really didn't even know what was going on. To tell you the truth, man. I'd be so oblivious to it, man. Straight, bro. But when I seen it, and then I seen somebody else was doing a video from like, I guess they clipped the show the Gene side or something. And when I saw the Gene thing, I'm like, I don't know if it started from there, but I know if it was only that, I know SeanG went up like 3 or 4. Cause by the time I went to SeanG's channel, I seen about like 4 of them up there, or 3 of them. Nigga was getting roach praise, all types of shit. So I'm like, damn. But what I would say is that the Diddy's trial it wasn't a godly energy there, bro. It was the devil there, bro. Trust me, I felt him every day, bro. Every day I felt the presence of the devil there, bro. That's why every day I told you I dropped 7s, all that, son, God, and I switched and I transitioned my content from how I would usually do it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went there, if you see how my content began to change, at first, listen, I was just on some straight journalistic shit, son. I wasn't joking with nothing, son. I don't have to joke, son. I don't do comedy, nigga. I'm just being me chilling. Nigga, I don't do comedy, nigga. Could do it if I want to do it, but I don't do comedy, bro. Just laugh if I want to laugh. But at the end of the day, in a place like that, tell me who can make you laugh. Who can make you laugh? Because when I'm not there, that shit is a stressful ass energy. Trust me. You see the crazies acting crazier and all type of things like that, bro. I be talking to the crazy, say, yo, what's up, son? Chill, y'all. And they'll chill, right? So you got to understand the energy, bro. It's not just about this and it's not just about that, son. I never let the devil get the hold of that shit out there with me and around that shit. Nah, nigga. Always kept love. Always kept God. I always kept all those things going on every single day, son. Every day. Spirit of the Most High, Spirit of God, Spirit of Jesus, Spirit of law, son. Every day. And you can't tell me it wasn't. Because I am a spiritual person. And so I get it. And that shit is PTSD. That shit is trauma. All of that case, I was there from day one listening, son, to the whole shit, bro. Come on, man. Shit is traumatic shit, man, regardless of what, man. Even if you think the women were victims or not, man, that whole shit was traumatic, man. Shit was a lot, son. Shit was a lot. And if you don't think it was a lot, man, I don't know, bro. You probably don't got a mind, a heart, or a soul, nigga. I don't know what you got. That case was a lot, son. It was. But the case was just overcharged. It was charged in the wrong ways, and the prosecution got what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They swung for the fence. And when you swing for the fence, that don't mean you're gonna get a home run. You could come up short. Instead of go for a base hit and do something better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't choose to do that. So for me, it's like, you know what I mean? For me, it's like that, bro. You know? So what do y'all think? What do y'all do? It's like, I don't know, bro. But it was no God there, bro. Wasn't no God in that trial, bro. Trial was some devilish energy, bro. Trust me, it was beef. It was negative, son. That's why you see I was there. I ain't beef for nobody, bro. I barked on one nigga, caught the nigga a rat. He ain't do nothing. You know what it was, nigga. Get out of here, nigga. Fluff his fucking feathers. That's all it was, bro. That's all it was. And I wasn't mad at that nigga. That nigga tried to play himself, try to rat on me while I was live. I said, yo, how you gonna rat on me and I'm on live, nigga? Let me show my people this rat. Yeah, I ain't. You talking about this and other shit. Let's talk about you, nigga. You here talking about Diddy probably. What happened to you, nigga? You here ratting on black men in real life right now. And they ain't even do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, yeah, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, man. I don't know what that's gonna be about, but I don't know. Seem like that's the new thing. Seem like that's the new one right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I mean, I gotta hear Sean's side. What he gonna say? Most likely, I bet you he's gonna say something like that. Nah, this mother attacked me. All right, so I bet you he say some shit like that. So, cause that's what somebody clipped the video. So I don't know if it came from there though. But I just see Sean probably gonna say that. He's gonna say, yo, man, nigga said something to me, bro. And I'm responding. So, I don't know, bro, you know. I ain't trying to beef with nobody, man. We at the building, man. We trying to help some of the young people. And that's the goal for me. It ain't even about people that's older, son. You old, son. I already know you can't teach old dogs new tricks, man. So I'm all right with that. But for me, you know what I'm saying? It's about everybody of a certain age helping everybody that's younger than them and of a certain age. And that's what it's just about, you know what I'm saying, to me. You feel me? Straight. And that's what? To be through everything that you go through, the streets, to this. If you're a woman, you went through this, you was dealing with that, these type of guys, you done held work, went out of town, all types of shit. You done seen things, did things that you could probably help another younger girl or younger woman not to go through, maybe to see, maybe she's going through it now, maybe you could give her some insight, some enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Not everything could be God and Jesus. We got to be here doing the work too, homie. Like, what had happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we went through some shit. We done lived life. All right, son, I got caught up, jammed up, jail, all that prison, whatever. Cool. Now what? Same shit? Forever? And ever and ever? No, nigga, we got to, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Even if you don't change your life, try to change some other people's lives, bro. That's the least we can do, man. That's the least we can do, man. That's how I just look at life, you know? Straight. That's what I'm on. That's why you just see me just blessing and just helping people and just moving forward like that, bro. But I won't be used. So don't think you can use me. Trust me. Everything I do is for free. But if I may have an inclination that you're trying to use me, trying to play with me, your ass is gone. So get the fuck out of here. Straight. It goes for anybody. Inclination. And God comes to me in spirits. If I ever had to fucking wake up out of a dream, nigga, it don't matter. I'm believing it. So know it. Straight. Likes up. This is one last poll. I didn't want to do this poll anyway. This is a quick one. Look. Look. I need to know who I'm around all the time, man. Because I already know you niggas is the devil. Straight. I got something for every single one of you. Every single one. Without fail. Know that. Without fail. This is a question. Yep. But I'm putting those on top of those because ain't no questions on me. Yeah, I'll probably do a stream a little bit though. Probably screen share. Probably do a breakdown on this video right now. Go into the Gene, I'll go into the Sean, see what's going on with Sean, see what's going on with Gene. R&B and Wack 100. I could bring up that, the Adam conversation says a lot. Even if these people's content playing, it's the worst kind of shit, and that's why I can't believe it's content players, because if it is, it's mad corny, and you being violated, your girl's being violated. So if you got that as content play, you violating your girl getting violated, that shit's whack. That's whack, son. That's whack to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's mad things you can use as content play. Then you, what, getting played by a nigga with your shorty, and nigga trying to infer that your shorty was dealing with a nigga. Huh? And Wack up there like, nah, son, she don't deal with them type of level dudes. And I don't know, bro. We don't know what she did. But Wack acting like he didn't want to hear what Adam wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, so he's like, damn, bro, you don't even want to tell you what the man said. So what is it about now? Is it content play for real now, right? He doesn't even want to hear what the man is saying. That shit is corny, bro. But it just still shows that Adam runs Wack. And he said, you know what? When you said the first thing, I just put it past me. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. When you know Wack to say nothing. This is Wack's kryptonite. Adam22 and Shorty. We know Shorty's gonna be a nigga kryptonite, but Adam22, yeah. Wack ain't got no talks for Adam22, because even when after the NoJumper fight shit happened, he's like, nah, bro, that's what you told me, bro. Nah. Remember Wack was trying to get him to change his story. He said, no. I called you. He said, no, nigga, I called you, bro. Adam, do not be going, son. I'm telling you, regardless of what you think, he don't be going, son. He don't be going. He on some real white boy shit, son. He don't be going, son. And he know what he be doing, son. So you can't just credit him like he don't really know he white, he black. You can't really say that. Adam knows, bro. He knows. But he's just white boy you with it, though. And that's what's going on, son. That's what's going on with your man Wack 100. That's what's going on with Wack 100, man. That's right. But Diddy, we gonna figure out what's going on with Diddy, man. This mad shit going on, talking about new cases, new this, new that. It's a lot going on with Diddy still, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with this Diddy situation still. It looks like it's still an ongoing thing. Regardless of the sentence, other things is ongoing. So, who knows what the gravity of all of that's gonna be? But I do know we just waiting for the sentencing. And that's it. And we don't know, man. We don't know. Some people say, oh, he's gonna get 20. I saw Sammy the Bull say he's gonna get 20. I know T said he's gonna get 20. I think Judge Mathis, if I'm not mistaken, it was Judge Mathis. I think Judge Mathis said he's gonna get about a 20 piece or something. They're gonna give him the 10s or towards the higher of the numbers. I think Judge Mathis said that too, bro. Besides a few people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people, some people, you know what I mean? Saying like a 4 years, 2 to 4. Could be, bro. Could be. You could say 2, get ahead, bop, bop, bop. He already did a year, 2 and 2, bang, bang, bang. He's still gonna get something on the back end, probably. Probation or whatever the case on the back end. Whatever programs they wanna have you on. But possible. Very possible. Very possible. I don't know how likely that is, but it's possible though. I would give you that. It is very possible. Because Diddy ain't got no record. That's the thing that worked for him, son. No matter what you think the charges is and all that, but the whole thing is that this whole case that was alleged against him, that he's been acquitted of, can still be used against him in the sentencing. You know what I mean? It's called relevant conduct. And these things can be brought back in the sentencing to be used as guidelines to help push the guidelines. You feel me? Rock salute. You feel me? So that shit is like, it's crazy, bro. So will they do that? That's a big question. Will the judge say, all right, cool, man. What y'all want to give them? 20? I don't think the prosecution's pushing for like, because you know they got the 51, 60, whatever months they trying to push for. That's regular standard. That's standard. The 51 to 60 something months is standard. It's regular, okay? Regular. So it's not like they doing nothing with that. You got 2 counts here, sir. Basically, for these counts right here, you should be getting 51 months and 60 something months, period. That's just what they think. See what I'm saying? But what the prosecution is trying to do is push for more, okay? They're trying to go upwards on the variance, bro. They're trying to push for more. They're trying to push for like 70-something months, 80 months type shit. Feel me? 8 years, 7 years, 8 years. Them ways towards it. Feel me? So if they push it for the 8-9 years or so, right? The judge could say, all right, the defense want 21 to 27 months, like 2 years. The prosecution saying standard is like 5 years to something, but they really pushing for like 8-9 years or something like that, 7-8-9 years or something like that, towards the 10. So I could just give you 5. You know what I'm saying? And maybe this way, it may be not what the defense wanted, but it's not your ball. You have been convicted of a crime. It's not what the prosecution wanted, but you know what I mean? He has been acquitted of the higher charges, and it is just not just, but it is just these ones left out of the 3 ones that was thrown. They could think that way. So the judge, so it's all up to the judge. You know what I mean? So that's going to be all up to the judge and all up to Diddy, what he's doing while he's in there. We understand that Diddy is taking programs. Some people say, oh, he's just doing that to just get up in the... Listen, bro, that's what people do in prison, bro. They take programs, bro. That's what people do, bro. They offer you these things, man. These things is good for you when you're going back to the board, if you're getting back to like maybe sentencing, anything like these things, man, because you want to show rehabilitation, man. You're not just in there to just be fluffing your feathers and I mean, just twiddling your thumbs and walking around, bro. You in there to start rehabilitating yourself. So you start putting yourself in courses. Maybe you start going to school if you ain't finished this. People start getting GEDs. People start doing all types of stuff, right? Maybe they already sentenced to a whole bunch of time, right? But now they start doing all these things, right? So now maybe they come down on appeal now. When appeal time comes and it's something like that now or something, you know what I mean? It doesn't, you know what I mean? You might come down and now you're like, you know what? Look, this is what's speaking for you. How has he been in prisons? Like, what kind of prisoner has he been? You know, he's been out of trouble, da-da-da. So this is counting good for you. Okay, cool. You ain't catch no more charges, no much write-up like that. No, he had 1-2 altercations in there, but nothing like that. He actually did his time, da-da-da. All right, cool. That's looking good for you, bro, because usually people in there wilding. Then you doing, what else has he done? Okay, now he's actually been very helpful in the prison. He's been working, he's been doing this, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing some guidance counseling things for some younger inmates that's coming into prison. So he's working inside out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing about prison. You doing all the things you doing, working your way into the prison, right? Now from inside, you gotta do everything you gotta do to work yourself back outside of it, bro. So you're working your way, you're like digging backwards, going back out, trying to dig yourself out of what the hell you're in when you're in prison. And all of these other good things, these other programs and everything like that, only does good to help you. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense for Diddy to be doing these programs. It makes sense for him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he should be, and after he comes home, it's been mentioned that he's gonna be doing some stuff after he comes home too. So, you know, that's what I heard. And that's an inside scoop I heard. Period. Now, I ain't nobody told me that but an insider. That's me keeping up with the Combses. You know, I got my new shit called Keeping Up with the Combses. I'm gonna start giving y'all some of the episodes where I give y'all some updates on the family and I bring the family or people from the family in to come talk to and just give us an update on the little feeling, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have Charlucci, I'm gonna have a couple of people coming in and I'm gonna see how the episodes go with that too. So we got Keeping Up with the Combses, live with your boy Uda Combs. Me and Diddy cousins, y'all know that. His moms is my grandmoms though. His kids is my nephew and my nieces. So it's a strange family dynamic. It's a strange family dynamic, homie. Strange family dynamic. It's gonna be cool. I just want to see what people feel now, you know what I mean? Because after the verdict, you know what I'm saying? No one has spoken to them like that. And you'll never get a chance to speak to the kids. Trust me. They're not talking to no one. So if you thought that was happening, that's never happening, right? So that's what I'm on. I want to know, how does everyone feel so far? You know what I'm saying? Leading up to the sentencing. How does everybody feel so far about how the case went? You know what I mean? Maybe do you feel that he should have been, of course you was father stuff. You're gonna say, yes, I think he should have been not guilty, all that, of course. But these are questions that you might wanna ask. You know what I'm saying? Are you satisfied with how this went though? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he wasn't acquitted of everything. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of questions I'd ask. You know what I'm saying, son? Family members, like, how do you feel about that, honestly? And then get their real honest take, like, you know what I mean, da-da-da, yeah, we probably thought this, or we felt this, we already felt this, or, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? We could be, not be happy how it played out. No, we not happy how it played out. Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Just real stuff, man. Not no clout chasey ass questions, some dumb stuff. Some real stuff. How you feeling about this? And has a burden been lifted off y'all in some senses? Da-da-da-da-da. How you feel now, like, you know what I mean, during the trial, you know what I mean, you know, the family's being scrutinized highly, you know what I'm saying? Not even on social media, but not just on social media, I'm talking about TV, because we seen all that. We got Diddy got lawsuits going on based on some of the slanderous stuff that was being said. But I'm saying, like, you know, for being at the trial, you know what I'm saying, I watched, like, people heckling them and this and this and that, you know what I'm saying? So I even was there trying to talk to people like, yo, bro, come on, son, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the energy. And people got their own vibe, and me and them could get it or be arguing, or we could get it on or whatever. So I ain't got no taking nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because for me, kids is kids and older people's older people. And they may not be kids like that, but them guys, them kids is younger than me. You know what I'm saying? They're younger to me. And they from a world that's not a world I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So they're even more younger to me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, you know. But based on that, you know what I'm saying, was able to, even people that was heckling them, was able to, I mean, have a conversation or something with some part of the family and straight. You know what I'm saying? Straight. And they know, like Uda, you know, Uda's not on that. Uda's trying to push for us to build and win and be together type shit. Not about you got to be with people you don't want to be with. I'm not saying nobody be with who you don't want to be with. But that don't mean we got to be mad disrespectful to people because we feel that people is being disrespectful, right? Or that doesn't mean that we got to disrespect people's family because we feel like those or this person or those people was being disrespectful. That's something different. Go disrespect them. You disrespecting Diddy, what the fuck I'm gonna tell you? Nothing. The fuck? He's in the building. He was doing the shit. The fuck I'm supposed to say? Nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. But his kids is something else. His family is something else. You know what I mean? Because they cool, son. They actually cool people. You know what I mean? That's why I don't judge some of y'all that's in my chat too, son, because some of y'all are cool. Some of y'all trolls and shit right now, but y'all actually man cool in life. You just being a troll. That's all it is, you know what I mean? I don't try to judge people. I just try to wait till I get a chance to really rock with them or see what they really own. Word though. I'm gonna start this over though because my camera was already messed up. Start this shit over now.